Two.
Okay, enough of that. This conversation is over.
All right.
Serious D&D times.
You're over, Doxy.
Yeah, it's over. You start wheeling the cart through the night of the Crimson Mountain.
The night.
Down the roads lit by torches and lanterns, where there usually would be a lot of busyness, although the, entranceway of the city is still fairly busy, regardless. You leave via a great gate that makes every fortification you've seen on any island seem entirely irrelevant due to just the vastness of it, and start trekking out, passing all manner of...
It's an absolute unit of a gate.
Absolute unit of a gate, yeah.
Massive fucking chonker of a gate.
Oh lord, it coming.
I refer to you to the GIF I posted in the Discord channel.
I'm sorry, Ollie. I'm right there with you. These kids and their GIF and their memes.
The GIFs.
You pass through, as always, the sort of... There's not really satellite town to the Crimson Mountain, but there are wooden stables and taverns and things outside the main city, and then you start following the roads that are well kept, but not... They'd have to deal with a whole different sort of terrain. The terrain of the Dwarven lands is sparse, barren, rocky. It does have grasses and flowers and trees that grow there, but not in plentitudes. The beasts that you see in, trekking across the hills are much further away and much rarer. You don't even see a whole lot of civilization either. The dwarves claim these large lands and use very little of it, seemingly, to those who travel above. Miss Indira, can you give me a perception check?
Sure thing.
Rolled above a 10.
I did.
You're rolling, driving the cart one day, through the roads. It's dusty, dirt tracks. It's not even feeling wintry out here anymore, aside from on particularly cold mornings or when it's particularly rainy. The others are in the cart, either asleep or tinkering away with a little bit of music. It's quite early, which is why you're a little startled when you hear a clattering of things getting thrown at you. You look behind you and you see on the roof of the carriage 3 barbed spikes that are sort of plunged into the back of the
Manticore.
carriage there. And you look up and you see 3 flying shapes sort of spiraling above you, almost like vultures, but much bigger than vultures.
I would knock behind me and be like, "Wake up! Wake up!"
You just go, elves don't sleep.
Illegal.
Yes.
Illegal
Do we
means.
have is there some fool bar?
Get out here now! Out here now! And she would stop the carriage.
Yeah, that's when you hear the quiet, slightly distant roar of one of the manticores above. And if you will give me un petit pain, I will prepare for you a battle map.
I'll give you 1 small pea
Oh, thank you, Dean. I'm really glad.
and
you're gonna
2
give me-
large balls.
Oh, see, that makes all the difference. Dean.
A grape and 2
Mr.
lines.
Dean Cutty, everyone. Dean Cutty.
Comedy stylings of Dean Yulcuddy.
He's here every week.
Oh dear. It's those buds.
It's those bud. The one bud I've
You
had.
had one. You only had one.
Yeah, my PP was like, Dean, you need to PP. And I'm like, no, I don't want to PP. So I stopped
Dilly
drinking
dally.
them.
That's all I have to say about Bud. Hey, Ken. Please don't climb me. Oh, ow, ow! Thank you.
What a cutie.
She's climbed up me and then climbed back down. Oh, and again.
Yeah, get ready for scratches all over your legs for the rest of your life.
Fuck off.
My cat only gives me scratches when she's very comfortable, which is unfortunate for me because she's always comfortable. Because
She doesn't climb anymore, though, right?
No, she jumps.
She jump? Yeah,
she
you
jumps
know how to jump. Why aren't you jumping?
because it's more fun to climb.
Because it's more fun to cause me pain and suffering.
Yeah, Godoy. Oh, I did an oopsie. Sorry, guys. This is gonna take another couple of secs.
That's all right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Would you fuck me?
Oh god, no, Dave.
I'd fuck me.
I'm gonna leave you to your own devices for 2 seconds.
The quality of the content is prima. Oh my god. Oh no, not the baked bean thing.
Please
I didn't say anything.
roll initiative.
Okay.
The baked bean thing was bad.
Stop it. Official decree. Stop it.
Nice
Get
roll,
some help.
Duxie.
Always.
Serena's just still half asleep.
Elves don't sleep.
Evidently.
That's my favorite quote.
It's not a quote, it's an ideal.
It might be a quote. Let's see whether I can find it.
It's a quote.
No, it did not find it.
No, it exists.
Elves is in there.
I know it exists. I just. Oh,
There
there.
it is.
It's the original Elves Don't Sleep. Okay, to nobody's surprise, Vale is first. You hear a beating on the back of the cart, and then a roar circling above. You can actually already connect the dots because you fought a Manticore, not recently, but in the grandest schemes of things.
I have indeed. Can I just hop out the car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's keep the horse between me and that other
Because
manticore.
these Manticores are 50 feet in the air.
That's okay. I'm drawing my longbow anyway.
Yeah.
I'm gonna aim at this one.
It's a
And-
long bow.
Twang. And miss.
It's a
Wow.
miss. Big
Where's
miss.
my
Nice roll,
inspiration?
Neil.
Where's my inspiration bard? Oh, I'll have you know, I rolled a 2, and I still got better than you.
You're not wrong.
Speaking of better than you, Gilwyn, it's your turn.
Oh,
Hello. Let's see. So, okay, I'm gonna see Vale taking that shot and missing, and I'm going to inspire him and say, "You'll get him next time," and do one of these.
One of those, huh? Classico.
And then I'm going to. All right, let's see where these guys actually are. Have they landed at this point?
No.
Okay. How high up are they?
50 feet in the air.
50 feet. I'm gonna cast Shatter on the dude in front.
Okie dokes.
At 3rd level.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna fuck around.
No
you've
fucking
learned
air.
your lesson, have you? from Night dying.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh,
Too soon.
Constitution save. It does the big fail.
that's what I like to hear. Oh,
Oh,
Ooh.
it takes the full damage. Excuse me.
that's nice damage.
Yeah, that's brutal. You so imagine you pop your head out of the sort of front of the carriage, which goes into the bit Indira's sitting on. Cast a spell out of it. The manticore that just was swooping open its wings, this creature that is part lion, part man, part dragon, and just all monster. You just cast a spell that just it's about to like drop down, which it has to catch itself from the magical force bestowed upon it.
And I will climb off and give Vale a wee bit of support right there.
Okay. The horses are spooked.
Oh,
Very spooked.
no.
Well, the car
Good thing
didn't
I-
come with
good
them,
thing I got
apparently. Yeah.
Oh no, there's a ghost cart.
And they just charge pull the carriage. In fact, Indira, can you give me, as your reaction, a animal handling check?
Hey,
You managed to stop them from completely totaling the cart in shock. These aren't war horses. They see a monster like a manticore. Their instinct is run. You managed to calm them down to a degree, and they don't total the cart. Serena, everything was very still. Then it was very move. What are you
Lovely.
doing?
What happens if you knock prone a creature that's flying?
It falls.
It falls. Excellent. Okay.
Usually they're immune to being knocked prone if they have some kind of magical flight, though.
Okay, fair enough. Serena, like very unhappy at being shaken around, pokes her head out of the back of the cart, makes a sweeping gesture, the normal strange language that she speaks when she casts, and a swirling mass of shadow energy goes towards the two manticores that are further away. Images of the hells and the Shadowfell itself glimpsed through it. Prismatic Blast, I'm going to twin it. Do I need to make two separate attack rolls if I'm twinning an attack roll spell?
Player's guide, where are you?
I guess.
It doesn't actually specify in the twin spell description.
No, it's just target. So if it's a spell attack roll, then yes.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's one for both, I guess.
Yeah.
You know what? My official DM decree, because it's just how it makes sense. If it's a ranged attack, if it's a spell attack, then yes, you do need to roll it twice.
Yeah.
So please
okay.
roll again.
Well, they're
of those
both
hit.
15s.
Was that which target were that? Were they the one above you?
The ones that are nearer Gil and Vale, because I don't want the one above me falling on my head.
So one each.
Yeah. Do they hit or not?
They do hit, yeah, both of them.
Excellent.
Noise.
So it is only first level, but they both need to make. Oh God. That can be on the one on the left, and the second one can be on the one on the right. They both need to make that strength save.
Now, brilliantly, the one on the left manages to withstand the force of otherworldly magic that you throw at them. But the one on the right, the one closer to Vale and Gilwyn, is just kind of knocked in the broadside and with a whine where you can kind of hear the monstrous bass of their voice. It just is sent tumbling to the ground and crushes prone to the ground. In retaliation,
on the right. Okay.
This one over here.
Yeah.
Do I want to... I feel like if I fly, I'm going to be making myself one hell of a target for these boys. But on the other hand, I don't really want to be carried away by the cart. Yeah, I guess I will quicken spell, cast fly on myself, and basically fly out of the car. I would stay low to the ground, but
to fly under the one above you.
5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The manticore that you're knocked down to the ground, the reason why I didn't give it any sort of prone tokens, it immediately rolls in the dusty, dirty ground of the dwarven lands, growling out with the mouth of the manticore. The manticore's face is almost human-like, aside from a mouth that's just a maw of teeth and a long tongue. And it is going to charge! Just sort of almost foolishly, just right into you, and is going to attack. Is going to bite at Gilwyn, which hits.
Oh, for what?
For 8 piercing damage. Then it's going to claw at Vale.
Tis but a scratch.
Which Vale manages
Narratively, can we say that that's when Indira's rage starts? Just narratively, not mechanically.
Yes, I understand. And then it tries to swipe at you again, Gilwyn, but you're already winded and falling back from the first bite attack. At this point, the manticore above the cart will actually swoop down and will, of course, just grab up the horse and then swoop back up.
Bang.
Actually, it can't even swoop back up because it used its whole so it can swoop down and grab the horse in all 4 of its limbs, and then it doesn't have enough movement to move back up. This manticore on the left, seeing Serena swoop by, is going to sort of position itself more securely in the air. With a barbed tail, it whips it back and forth and throws its tail spines at Serena. Hey Serena, what's your armor class?
12.
Misses the first attack. Misses the second attack. Hits the third. Probably because you're moving so fast. It's like.
I will very much take that.
The third one that hits you for 9 damage.
Very much take that.
Indira.
All right. So she's gonna take. She's gonna take her club and jam it into the wheel of the wagon so that the horse can't run off.
Smart.
And then, how many of them are on the ground right now?
This one is literally on the ground. This one is basically on top of the horse. Still in the air, but within swinging distance for you. Absolutely. This one over there is probably.
One of them hit Gil. And that.
This is the one that bit Gil.
Alright, hold on. Let me, Oh, I can get there.
Oh my.
I'm sorry. It's
No,
her.
no, I
That's
agree.
her.
I agree. Just it's a long charge, that's all.
Misty Step. Oh, I can't Misty Step,
You
though.
just used your bonus action.
I did.
You can technically use a full action to do anything that would usually be a bonus action.
Okay, well, I would get there. This is just... Sorry. it's what
This is
she's
just
doing.
sprinting.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Vale. You see that you jump out of the way of the manticore, you roll into ground to see Indira sprinting towards this one. The other manticore back there trying to get off with your backup horse.
Vale rolls to the side, leaving the bow on the floor as he does, moves around, draws the rapier, draws the parrying dagger, and wiggles round to the manticore's bum This boy got hit for not that much, but enough, hopefully. And I will stab him in the spine.
It's a hit.
Jesus.
Swashbuckler, innit?
And then I'll stab him in the butt.
Mm-hmm. It's a hit. Manticore of a tough hide, but not that tough. You managed to
No, that's not right. It's only 2 damage. I thought I
slash
changed that.
and rake into the back of the thing. They're hearty creatures, but not as hearty as some you've fought. It sort of whips around, trying to sort of defend itself as best as possible from multiple attackers, growling out low. Speaking of, Gilwyn.
Right then. We're all just pummeling this thing. That's the plan.
X gonna give it to you.
That's my plan with my penis.
Pummel it.
We're all just pummeling this thing, yeah.
I'm gonna
It's a
break
living.
I'm gonna break in my autumn blade
Hey.
that I bought from Neil.
The shopkeeper was called Neil.
I'm going to use luck and break in my autumn blade. That's better.
That's way better. That's a hit.
Shoot, shoot.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
a great hit. You've never had a magical weapon before, Gilwyn, I don't think.
Nope.
When it cuts, you can see how tough the skin is of this manticore. It's got layers of armor, it's got barbs that kind of act as like an extra layer of defense, kind of like a porcupine. It just cleaves through them like it's cutting paper as it cuts into the thing. It's very satisfying, especially considering it looks like a toy sword.
I'm going to inspire Serena as well. And are you flying right now?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna yell, "Fly, my pretty, fly!" Fly.
You've been waiting for that one. Okie dokes. The horses cannot do anything. You've kind of, they're bucking and pulling as best they can, but they're not strong enough to pull the wagon away in that position. And now, Serena.
So, Ollie, I assume that I sort of Murder of Crows, your custom spell. Its range is 60 foot. I assume that is 3 creatures within 60 feet of me, not necessarily within each 60 foot of each other.
Yes.
Okay.
It's fine, because I did a recent spell recently that is the opposite. It's the other way around, so.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, they're all getting a bunch of piranhas eating their faces. There's 3 of them. It can target 3 creatures.
This one would be too far away because it's still 50 feet
Which
up.
one?
The one on the
Oh,
left.
yeah, of course, that one's 50
But you
feet
can
up.
hit the other 2.
Yeah, but I can... Let me just... Sorry, let
You
me
could
work this out.
fly.
I could definitely fly to, like, across this side.
There's a especially also because you're considering flying up. There is
Yeah,
definitely
I
a
could
position where
definitely
you
go
can
across,
hit
like,
all
there.
3.
Yeah.
My brain can't do that.
Oh,
but yeah, that's
yeah.
fine. That's good enough. Awesome. The piranhas launch out at each one of the manticores, and they are blinded.
Indeed.
Which is great. 'Cause it's then their turn. They are all going to make a dexterity save. Well, it's your DC.
15.
2 make it, 1 fails. The one that fails is the one trying to pull away the horse.
Excellent. That was the plan.
Like the you can see the one trying to pull away the horse as the shoal of dark piranhas is biting at its face. It just kind of roars and twists and like releases some of its claws to swipe at them, which does damage them. That's kind of how the other ones got them to dispel, but not well enough. Unfortunately, it still has the horse in its claws, so it is just going to fly just up, 100 feet up
Oh dear.
with the freaking horse.
Poor horse.
Yeah, that horse. You haven't got cast Speak with Animals right now, but you can tell it's upset.
Yep.
This manticore in the air will swoop down to you. You know what? It won't. It's going to keep tail spiking at you.
Okay, here's where I get murdered.
2 of them hit. 1 of them we managed to just about dodge. And first one will hit you for 8. Second one will hit you for 7.
15 total.
As the barbed tail spines plunge into you, and then it kind of back flies away from you. To
Oh
some
god,
degree.
they're barbed. Oof, that's horrible.
Concentration checks for fly, in case you were wondering.
Yeah, I like it. You're good. And this manticore that is oh so well surrounded is going to bite at Vale. And miss. Big boy miss. That's going to then try to claw, which will also miss. Twice. It's just kind of swiping around. Being surrounded by so many creatures means it can't get a good solid attack off, because it can't overextend to really hunt you down and pounce on you as it often would. Speaking of pouncing, Indira.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of this thing. Okay. A swing.
That's a hit.
And a swing. Oh my god, I'm doing my hand axe. I did my hand axe.
That's only one hand axe.
Should I just click the great axe from up here again?
Yeah.
Or do you want me to re-roll
the
it?
modifier would be the same. The modifier would be the same
Okay.
with +1, so it's all good. That's much better damage.
And we roll a d6, boys.
Yeah, the manticore cannot get away from your lightning, and you just hack and cleave into this thing as it's trying to defend itself and sort of wheeling around in circles. At this point, limping, stumbling onto its legs, a pool of monster blood beneath it. Vale, the manticore before you is whimpering. You actually see it like look to the other two that, with a little bit of, I wouldn't say humanity, but sentience to some degree. As
Sorry,
the other two are
dude.
clearly gonna leave it.
Apologies.
It's a hit. It's not a kill.
Oof. Well, I guess that parrying dagger. I was trying to save the sneak attack.
That's a hit.
That should be. There we go.
Yeah, with that second attack, the manticore goes down again with that kind of breathy whine you can hear leaving its lungs. And it falls limp.
Nice.
Nice.
Gilliran.
Dan and Dratz.
This one is 100 feet up in the air. This one is 50 feet up in the air.
100 feet up in the air.
It
This
just
guy.
flew straight up.
Roger that. Let's see. I'm going to spread out just a wee bit like this. And I'm going to just take a pot shot at the 100 feet S, just for the fuck of it, with the gem gun.
Oh no, that's not fun.
That's a dead horse.
No, that's a explodey pistol.
All that, yeah.
Stop
One
grinning.
moment, please.
Stop grinning.
I just need to look up the rules.
Please.
There's a roll, a chance.
No.
How many
there's
nat ones is that
the
today, Peter?
chance is a different mechanic, but it also applies to nat ones because Gilwyn actually is so non-combative he can't use the other ability of the pistol. So that's going to be 8 force damage as the pistol's the gnomish crystal just explodes It's just like you pull the trigger, and the sort of pink energy kind of wells up inside it, and like, it's not being released, and it just into your face, sending shards all over the place and a cloud of sweet-smelling smoke.
That's unfortunate. My end has turned. My turn has ended. I don't know why I said that. I'm on 3 hours sleep, everybody.
Get more sleep, you damn nerds.
Yeah, what the hell? That's not enough, dude.
I could never do this show on 3 hours sleep. I would just
I got
be
more sleep today,
super
and I
bad.
don't feel like it at all. I feel like I felt yesterday on 3 hours sleep.
Serena,
I'll lend you some, don't worry.
you can buy sleep off me. I got a guy.
Is this one
guy Quill.
flying away, escaping?
He's kind of flying away, facing you. He's kind of back winging.
It's getting another prismatic blast to the face.
It's a hit.
And then there's another strength saving throw.
It fails this one.
Oh, excellent. So it's on the ground.
So it goes down to the ground. And
Serenus.
I didn't put into effect last time. I didn't think about it. Obviously going to take fall damage.
I did wonder about that. I didn't.
That is
say
true.
anything.
I didn't think about it.
As it falls to the ground, Serena swoops in with a slightly evil look on her face and is going to aim a twisting fellstorm down at it.
Is that going to be
Basically directly
Quickened?
down at this one. Yeah, quickened. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, quickened. it.
okay? It's going to take a dex save. It fails
Excellent.
a lot.
Ooh, that's a roll.
So first of all, you throw this
God.
almost rift in space to the thing that knocks it down to the ground, and then unleash a vortex of shadow energy that just literally tears the body apart. Its body is ripped, and you hear the snapping of bones and tendons as they're all just sent spraying into different parts as the magic just keeps on whirring. Very
Nice.
much dead.
Serena just turns round and is like, that is what happens when something opposes me.
Shame you couldn't do that back at the manor.
I could have. Did you want to get caught in one of those, Vale?
So the other manticore, it has piranhas on its face.
Oh yeah, it still has piranhas
It
on it.
successfully saves. So it doesn't take more damage. But that would have been a great way to die if it didn't successfully save. That would have been hilarious.
Hello and welcome back to I've got piranhas in my eyes.
This manticore is just gonna spend. It's got a. What's your fly speed, Serena?
60 feet.
It has 50 feet
Yeah.
speed, so it's gonna fly 100 feet away. You can actually catch up with it. I'm not even gonna bother putting it on a battle map if you want to cast another spell at it. You've got speed on your side.
Yeah, I'm going to catch up to it. I sort of want to save that horse, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. So I'm just going to hit the thing with a prismatic blast
Find it.
instead.
You definitely have useful utility spells.
Yeah, absolutely. I have useful utility spells. What are you
Cast
talking about?
Featherfall on the horse.
Yeah,
That's a
if only
hit.
I had that.
You have fly, but don't have Featherfall.
Yeah, cast fly on the horse.
I am looking
I
forward
could,
to
actually,
that.
Technically. I still have a 3rd level spell slot, but it would cancel my concentration, so I would fall.
The manticore fails its strength saving throw and falls with the horse, creating
Sorry,
a meat
horse.
puddle on the ground where it lands with a deafening meaty thwack. You almost feel the ground shake of it.
75 gold. Gone.
Is the manticore still alive?
No!
Excellent.
No!
Well, I guess we have more rations.
Yes, well, I did not want to let it escape with the insult of the horse, so...
So you killed the horse instead.
Well, the horse was dead either way.
Never mind. Never mind. Who has magic useful in these situations? You know, when I learn magic, I'm going to learn something that is about as useful as a sword.
Well, I did not see you complaining when I ripped that one apart, Vale. Actually, I did see you complaining. I saw you complaining, but I hadn't done it previously.
Yes.
What would you
did.
rather I do? Murder them all, or have something that doesn't murder them?
Look, I'm just saying, at least I'm consistent in my complaining. Maybe you could be consistent in your storms.
I was very consistent in my storms. I killed everything. That is the definition of consistency. Your complaints are opposite each other. One of them is complaining that I did not kill things. The other is complaining that I did not have magic that did not kill things.
I'm talking about the storms.
My gun exploded.
Yes, I saw you look into
He's
it.
got like
That was-
crystal shards in his face and his arm.
That's quite an intelligent thing to do.
Is anybody skilled at... Should we get that looked at? Are you okay?
It's it'll be fine. It's just a nice shrapnel wound. Just pull it out, bandage it. It'll be fine.
I'll be okay. I think I fired this twice and hit my target. Well,
Yes, you are not a great shot, I have to say.
I'll keep it for now.
Yeah, sure, why not? Maybe you'll find another gem.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. One horse down. You keep on trucking. The travel through the Dwarven lands is a long leg of your journey. Instead of taking the hills over, which might have cut time but been a much more strenuous task, you have a fairly slow, quiet journey of trotting down the Dwarven roads. You're not alone. You can occasionally meet merchants, especially when you're you set up camp and other merchants will stop by and say hello and things. But you rarely pass large communities or anything that you can really trade with. After a month or so of travel, which means you're running awful low on rations, you come to a site that some of you have very much wished to see. Trees. Lots of trees. A wall of trees, barely kept back by a old, rusty metal wall that is very impractical. It seems more decorative and ceremonial than anything actually meant for defense. It's got swooping holes and arching shapes to it, where the road keeps going, and you see a small wood elven guard force guarding the entrance to the Emerald Expanse and the the country of Aradia. They're wearing their green armors as usual, standing over very simple fire pits. Another merchant who's traveling by horse with lots of sacks on the back of it is being stopped by one of them. And you're gonna have to go through.
This could go badly. Just a fair warning.
Everything has an opportunity to go badly.
That is both optimistic and pessimistic.
Could have gone much worse.
Hmm?
Could have gone much worse.
What could? I'm confused.
He's
I
saying
am
this
too?
could go badly.
Oh! Carry on. I'm distracted.
At this point, the guard comes up to the front, where I imagine Vale is driving at the moment, and kind of knocks on the side of the carriage, and looks it over and in Elvish, seeing that you're an elf. Are you traveling to Thundrel?
Yes, I am.
On business?
Yes, I'm heading to High Thundra.
Your names, please.
My name is Erivel Velener, and
That's right,
these are my friends.
We're going to need their names too.
Let us see. Gilwin, Galogir, Serena, and Indira. No last names.
He kind of like peers in and can kind of see one of the dark ladies in the back, and his brow furrows. He does step back slightly, but then looks at you. Can you give me a persuasion check, Mr. Vale? Very well. Safe travels. The roads are beautiful this time of year. Kind of steps aside, and they were never really making a sort of barricade. It's just, with like their bows and things, they could easily stop carriages that were trying to go through illegally. And you can travel down the road to Aradia, or veer off the side and take smaller roads if you want to try and avoid the main city. It's up to you.
We have a choice to travel now towards Aradia and take the main road, and then the main road again to Thundral, or travel a more convoluted path off the main roads. What I will say is we are nearly out of rations, so we would have to hunt should we take the latter paths.
I vote Aradia.
If the two of you are not worried about bounties in these lands, and there is not much difference in speed, yes, we do need the rations.
Okay. Traveling down the road.
I can carry the rations. What?
I'm sorry, Indira, are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. Are you all right?
You have seemed out of sorts.
I can carry the rations.
Okay. He turns to Gil and he's like,
And then, yeah, keep the horses going. You actually are essentially out of rations because you basically had a month and a bit, and you've been traveling a month and a bit. So let's just simplify and say
I've wiped
you're
him
out and you're gonna be hunting. But first, let me describe the beautiful road in, because Gilwyn and Vale definitely would find this area beautiful, and I imagine Indira would too to some degree. Serena's like, it's not underwater, I don't like it, but who knows?
I think this is probably the area she finds most appealing out of anywhere on land, but it's still land.
The road that stretches before you is not cobblestone. It's not. I don't want this one. It's not like carved. It's natural. It's natural but kept very open. The trees either side of the road do slightly bend over, and it being the birth of spring, flowers are blooming either side of the roads. The trees that didn't have their leaves for winter are starting to see them grow back, sort of waxy and new. It's you can hear all sorts of wildlife. It's truly a very, very different experience. You are going to have to stop and do some foraging. I'm just trying to find the rules that I use for that real quick.
I'll hunt me something.
Yeah. I'm just trying to find my good rules for it. I found some rules, but they're not the ones I like. There we go. It's a Google Doc.
It's beautiful.
Okay. So the question is how do you want to go hunting? Do you want to go foraging?
Yeah, I'd go hunting.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a survival or stealth roll.
Oof.
Now, luckily, it's a forest in spring. The hunt is plentiful. You spend a little longer. Basically, you travel for the rest of like that day. Take an early camp. You're like, okay, we're gonna hunt here, process food for as long as we need to, if we need to, for maybe a couple of days. Who knows? But the hunting is plentiful. You do catch. Funnily enough, giant toads. You're looking for elk or deer, rabbit or whatever. You find giant frogs.
It's like in the end. It's, oh fuck it.
Frog meat is a delicacy, man.
And that's one of those
Like, good
things.
money for frog
Vale, I imagine it's even better. Vale has eaten frog before and doesn't like it, which is why it was like his last resort. Is what I'm imagining. Because
worse than goblin.
Elves are willing to eat like any natural beast of the forest, right? So frog meat is not a problem. Issue being, it's really not going to make you. It's going to feed you tonight. It's not going to make you rations for the journey. But you can cook them up. You get to finally taste one of Vale's famous home cooked meals. Please, can you give me a intelligence or wisdom cooking roll for whatever the hell you're going to cook with a bunch of frogs?
Oof. Well,
It's
obviously.
not survival?
Obviously.
Yeah, that's more the tracking and finding things.
Obviously, I'm gonna make just obviously fry the frogs less, flame grill them, obviously. But then I'm gonna make a stew, obviously from the frog meat off the body. But for seasoning, I found the perfect herb. So I'm just gonna
Poison
sprinkle
ivy?
that in. Beautiful.
Look at this purple leaf. Yum.
Yum.
Sprinkle it in, have it all smoking up a little nice. And you know what? It smells good. The char grilling of the frog, it's nice, especially considering you've been eating just rations for a month, and some actually eating something fresh is really exciting. And as you're all sitting down, Gilwyn playing a little bit of music to celebrate the warm meal, you don't hear them coming. But you see them as they jump out of the foliage. Goblins. Green-skinned forest goblins.
Has arrived.
Green-skinned forest goblins, small in frame, leap towards a little cooking setup you have and snatch the frogs from the fire and just start devouring this quite large troop of goblins. Some of them even will like point their spears or blades at you.
How many are we talking here?
That'll be something we find out.
How many rations
next
would they make?
Week. We'll find out next week how many goblins there are.
This big.
I'm gonna need more salt.
Hey, you've lost all light making objects, right?
Needs a new goblin nipple.
Snip, snip.
Anyway, that's where we're gonna end off here today. So, why don't we talk about who we are and why we are with our dearest and nearest Neil.
Hi. You can find me here and on Twitter at Naghite and at Naghite_ respectively. You can also find me on the Discord at Naghite. Please feel free to ask me D&D related questions and also Jarviskjir related questions. I'm more likely to know more about Jarviskjir than I am about D&D. At some point, don't want to spoiler it too much, but it will be a Pathfinder stream, so that will be my first time on the Pathfinder system. That'd be cool. You turned up at just the right time. Well done. I will update you when we know more about that. But that will be an interesting one because it's a very different system and a
My
very different
first
style of
time,
DMing.
yeah, my first time with Pathfinder with Scott was. It took me a long time to get used to it.
It's
I
very
did
different to the way we
not
do
enjoy
things.
Pathfinder because we do it like the opposite.
Yeah, we very
But
chill about.
It's definitely a good thing to experience. Another good thing to experience is the stylings of Daniel Cuddy.
Who?
My name is Daniel Cuddy.
Who?
And, welcome to my Spotify.
Dean Cutsforth.
I'm Dean. Cutsforth.
I'm
If you like
Dean.
music,
I'm Dean.
Dean Manty cuts forth.
Dude, I have.
Boo.
you can find me anywhere if you search Dean Cutty, one word, no space. If you put a space in it, I'll kick off.
Okay, God.
That means get mad in Hull and Northern, I guess.
He's yelled at me for it several times.
No space.
What about on Spotify? Why are you on Spotify?
Dean Cutsforth.
With the space.
Cutsforth with a space this time. Remember the difference.
It's like Spider-Man and Spider-Man.
Sure.
Spider-Man has a hyphen always.
Exactly.
I like hyphens. I like them a lot.
On that, Ian. all you get.
I'm Ian, aka Arvine. At me about D&D, Jarviskjir, anime, random crap. I am very tired and cannot think, so I'm not going to say much this
That's all
time.
you gotta say. Ooh, I'm not yawning. Doxy, who are you?
Hi, I'm Zero
That's all-
Doxy.
Yeah.
This is my zit. My zit. You can follow us at twitch.tv/ZR0DOXY. He's not going to stick around for long, though, so you better show up tonight.
Fair enough. This is the kind of things you can experience here on a Wednesday show, for better or worse. You can experience that all the time on Doxy's channel. Here, if you like the way I do things, I do another show on Sundays, which is also set in Jarviskjir, on a different continent right now, in a different part of the world at the same time. That is on Sundays at midnight. GMT, and the show is supported by Patreon. If you follow on Patreon for $5 or more a month, there is another show that stars both Neil and Ian, and
I'm an even bigger dick in it.
yeah, if you think Vale's an asshole in this game,
Oh.
you ain't seen nothing yet. I'm also a person who does streams of games and art and things, and most of the art I'm doing at the moment is related to Jarviskjir one way or another, so you should definitely check that all out. And I'm going to let you go. We should be back next week. Everyone wants to go to bed, aside from Doxy, who has to keep working. Because that's the grind, baby. See you later.
What you get.
Bye.